and they increase NAD plus levels. So actually, interesting, like Brian Johnson has done the experiments, it shows that nicotinamide riboside, so that's NR, and nicotinamide mononucleotide, that's NMN. David Sinclair is a big fan of both of these. But he's showing that this will increase his NAD plus levels equally well. So pretty much just go
I'm a fan of NR.
Yeah, just go for which one's on sale at the time and from a reputable source.
Yeah, and I think like with NMN, it's a bit tricky because the compound by itself is so volatile that most of the factories, by the time it kind of like gets into the packaging, it's already exposed to so much of air that it's half of it is gone. Unless you are taking it from a really, like, you take it from, like you said, a reputable company that understands how sensitive this molecule is. So they're taking extra precautions to get it to the final consumer. And sometimes even when the final consumer gets it in like a powder form or something, most of it kind of like goes for a toss.
Like I know that most of the experiments on, like most of the animal studies use NR because it's cheaper, it's more readily available, and it's more stable. If both of them work equally well, then I'd probably go for the one that's got more backing. Even if one's slightly better, like they both work. Like, and so NAD plus is something. It's within your cells. It's concerned with shuttling nutrients to the mitochondria. So as you get older, it's one of those things that declines. It's probably why we see one of the reasons why we'll see a drop in VO2 max as we age. Going back to an earlier point, these levels start to drop. I don't think that like NR isn't the only way to raise this. It's like, so your body can produce can produce it from B3, and it's been really tightly correlated with doing cardiovascular exercise. So if you're eating, going back to the basics, like if you're eating a well-rounded diet and you're doing adequate cardiovascular exercise and probably some resistance training,
some so you've got as well,
and probably some fasting, right, like stressing that out. You might increase the efficiency of that, and you'll increase it. So it's
I don't think a lot of people in like Sardinia or Okinawa or one of those places which are like a longevity hotspot, they're having any NR. They're just getting things from like natural sources, which their diets are in some places there's seaweed, in some places there is sheep's cheese, or all of these things that can naturally boost some of those vitamins. But